Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. This is a big beer we got looking at here, a big 16-ounce can. This is from Other Half Brewing. They're out of Brooklyn, New York. This is their all green everything, and they're calling it a triple IPA, and that's technically not a recognized style. Beer Advocates calling it a double or imperial, but it is 10.5%, which is a big, should be a big hoppy IPA. Double or triple, however you want to call that. Imperial, big boys beer for the hop heads. Not seeing anything from these guys down here, so Rico, thanks again, my brother, for sending me this. I don't know how big this brewery is. Not a lot of writing on this big green can. Just got very tiny writing, all green everything right here. And on the bottom there it says triple IPA, 10.5%. But I will give them the big thumbs up, because they've got 7/29/16 on here, and I'm doing this on the 29th of August, so it's about a month old in the can. I don't think it has the IBUs listed on the can anywhere. Not a lot of information or anything on the can, but they give us 2 out of 3. They give us ABV, and they give us the date on the bottom of the can. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I can deal with the IBUs not being on there. So looking forward to this. This ought to be a big, juicy, hoppy delight. This would probably be comparable to what the Devil Dancer is. It's also considered a triple IPA. So, and a guy that's going to tell you can sell this beer, and you probably can for 10.5%. This beer is going to keep 5 or 10 years, but the hops are going to fade out big time. And if you try to keep this beer more in a couple of months, you're going to end up with a big malty bomb. So drink them fresh, guys. Unless you just can't handle the booziness. And sometimes that goes away a little bit, and sometimes it does not. So you may sell it and lose the hops and still be a big boozy can. So I like to drink them fresh, guys. That's just me. I tell you this all the time. Drink your IPAs and double IPAs and triple IPAs as fresh as you can. So once again, Rico, thank you, my brother. Says here on Rate Beer it's 120 IBUs. It doesn't have it on Beer Advocate, and we'll step over to Untappd just to confirm that, and that's exactly what they got too. 120 IBUs. So, big beer. Great big beer. And a lot of bitterness to go with that great big beer. And I've seen 8-9% that's in the 130 IBUs. So, yeah, let's wait and hold judgments on how bitter the beer is till we get it into glass. Food pairing for this beer. Cuisine is barbecue. Cheese is peppery Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar. Your stronger cheeses, gorgonzola, limburger. The meat for this is game, grill meat, and salmon. Glassware is a snifter tulip, oversized wine glass. I got my favorite snifter, the solid beer glass. And like I said, it says you can sell this beer, but I wouldn't. Alright. Looks very carbonated. About 2 fingers of head. A nice amber color. Nice orange tangerine color. Good looking beer. I mean, it really is. Big soapy bubbles on the outside. A lot of creaminess on the inside. Looks very, very good. And into the light, it is kind of cloudy on the upper part. Could be a chill haze. I'm not sure it's an unfiltered beer. It doesn't say on the can. Let's get a nose on it. Oh boy, that smells good. Oh wow. Citrusy, orangey, pineapple-y, grapefruity, pineapple-y, big tropical fruit notes, pears, apples. Wow, wonderful aroma. And that's what you're going to lose out on if you try to sell this beer. Even though it's a 10.5%er, 6 months down the road, you're not going to get nowhere near this aroma and probably nowhere near that taste. So, wonderful smelling beer. Awesome smelling beer. Hint of some dankness in there. Wow, that smells outstanding, guys. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Rico. Just ever so slight hint of the alcohol. But my gosh, you're drinking a 10.5%. The tropical fruit notes, you can tell you're drinking a big beer. When you grab a hold of this glass and you take a sip of this or a drink of this, you can tell this is a big beer. It does have a strong bitterness on the back end. And they've done that to help balance out that massive malt bill to brew a 10.5% IPA. Wonderful. Outstanding. And seeing it's a 10.5%er, this is probably done in a 4-pack. I'd be damn surprised if they did this big of a beer in a 6-pack. And like I said, I don't know how big this brewery is, but they've got a winner here, it tastes like to me. But it's right out of the fridge. I'm going to take it out and let her have a sip 2 or 3 and see what she thinks of it. And sip on it for just a little while and see what we end up with this. And they've spent their money on what's inside the can instead of a lot of high dollar artwork graphics on the outside of the can. So, thumbs up to those guys there. Very nice. Well, let me take it, let her sip it, and see what she thinks of it, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sitting on about 30 minutes or so. The other half loved it. I knew she would. This is a very tasty beer, especially for this caliber of a beer. 10.5%. They're calling it a triple, which is not a recognized style, or a recognized style basically. Once you get to the double or imperial IPAs, that's as far as it goes, as far as the beer judging categories. So, very tasty. It is a little strong on the bitterness for only 120 IBUs, but it is very tasty, guys. Of course, this one's kind of fresh, being a month old. It's very delicious. It is very, very delicious. And now that's warmed up a little bit, I am getting the hints of the alcohol, no doubt. Very enjoyable though, especially for the seasoned craft beer drinker that's a hophead that loves the IPAs and the double IPAs. If you're a macro lager drinker and you pick this up, this is going to kill you. You're going to think it's like drinking kerosene. I mean, it's just, unless you're a hophead and have been drinking IPAs and double IPAs, this is not going to appeal to you, trust me. The guys like myself and other people that do love IPAs and double IPAs and like that hop presence and that strong bitterness, you're going to love it. This is a great beer. This is definitely an A beer, guys. No doubt about it. Plus, they're up to date on the bottom of the can and the ABV. Don't have the IBUs listed, but we can find out that. So, very nice. Final chug. Delicious. Freaking delicious, guys. This is an awesome beer. There's no reason for me not to give this a 10. For what they're calling a triple IPA, which is basically a double or imperial IPA, even though it's a 10.5%. It's awesome. It's a great beer. It is very, very delicious. And it will get you into the hammer lane pretty quick. Especially if you're going to drink more than one of these. So, I enjoyed this. Rico, thanks again, my friend, my brother, for sending me this. Very tasty. I don't know how big the distribution is for these guys. I would buy this beer if I could get it here. No doubt. Don't know what the price that he paid for it is. He might want to post that in the comments, how much a can or a 4-pack of this costs. Very enjoyable. This is a great beer. It is. It's awesome. 10 for me, guys. 100. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 97 in their world class range. No doubt about that. And over the rate beer, they say 99 overall and 98 in the style. So pretty good numbers there. 97, 99, 100 for me. And let's step over to Untapped and see what they think about it. They have it at 4.32, which is between their A minus and their A. I think it's a little better than that. I do. You got to realize what you're drinking, guys. It's a big beer. So, with that being said, I enjoyed this. It's very tasty. Like I said, I would buy this beer if I could get it here. It's definitely one that'll get you there. No doubt about it. Very tasty beer, guys. So with that being said, if you've had this beer from Other Half Brewing out of Brooklyn, New York, let me know what you think. Very nice. Impressive beer. Let me know what you think if you've had it. Come on back tomorrow. Let's take something out of the fridge. See you then.